What's up, everyone? It's 2 for Tuesday time. That's right, it's Tuesday. I give you 2 tracks for the price of 1. So, since they're free, that means you don't have to pay anything and you get 2 freaking race tracks. What a deal. This first track is called Evolution, forged by cyberwarrior486. And it is a very nice double wide, very smooth, very nicely forged, very clean. I love all the supports he put in. The glass section is sexy. The jumps all work pretty nicely. Now I'm not a huge fan of double wides. You know, they tend to be really easy. And you know, this is my first lap. This is the first time I loaded up the game. Usually I do a couple laps on a track that I review before I do a film of it, so I don't look like a fool crashing and burning the whole time. But this one was a piece of cake, so definitely a fun race. I would get a big lobby together to race this one, because the more drivers you got on the track, the more fun you're going to have. I really like the aesthetics to this little cave section here. It's really colorful, really trippy looking. I kind of hit the wall there, but yeah, it's no big deal. And that is the finish of a lap. And let's give you a nice overview here, give you an idea what's going on. Well, look at that. There's like a kind of pelican-looking spaceshipy sort of thing. I never once saw that when I was on the track. Now, it's weird to me when people put forge art on their racetracks in a place where you never see it when you're actually in game. You only see it when you look at a video of it. You know, like put them off to the side in a spot where, you know, the driver's camera is already pointed because they're driving the track. You know, you can't look around while you're driving. You'll just steer right off the track unless you stop dead. So yeah, I mean, it's a really cool looking little ship. It's a shame that you can't see it while you're actually driving the track. I mean, I guess you drive under it, but you know, you're in midair, you're doing a jump. You don't really notice it. But yeah, really cool track. Definitely give it a download. It's in cyberwarrior486's file share. It's called Evolution, and dig on these trippy effects. Now this next track is called The Giant Worm, forged by w33 Dave. Now it is aptly named because that is a giant worm. Not a little tiny worm, not a little fishing worm. That's a big ass worm, like from freaking Dune and shit. So watch out for him. He will eat you alive and turn you into worm poop. Now here's the start of a lap. It's a pretty long lap. And bear in mind, Dave pointed out that this is his first track ever, so don't expect something awesome here. You know, it's his first track. And frankly, it's a lot better than my first track. You know, I gotta give him credit for that. Now this section here, it gets so steep, you lose all your speed and you hit this little jump, and it's just like you're just glad to be over it. You know, you don't really get the excitement and feeling of doing a cool jump. Cutting into some natural terrain here. Now the transition back onto the Coliseum walls there was pretty bumpy. There's kind of only one way you can take that, where you keep enough speed to clear that jump. And the landing on that jump is actually pretty sketchy. So yeah, it is what it is. It's his first track. And like I said, it's a hell of a lot better than my first track. My first track was a disaster. And this landing here, I would make that landing section a lot steeper to absorb a lot more of the impact of the landing. Keep drivers driving smooth there instead of bouncing. Some nice explosions to scare the crap out of you. Going into kind of a double wide roller coaster-y looking section here. This part here is pretty nicely forged. It's a little bumpy, but it shows a lot of potential. You know, as for Dave as a forger, you know, he did that section fairly well. You drop off onto the beach here through the cave. There's a bunch of freaking trip mines, so you got to watch out, or you will get flipped and bounced around by the trip mines. And coming right around this corner here, you're in the presence of the giant worm. Mwahaha! Watch out for the worm. He wants to turn you into worm poop. And no one wants to be worm poop, you know, that's kind of gross and yicky and stuff. I guess you make good fertilizer if you're a worm poop, but that's about it. This jump here, again, you know, make that landing ramp up steeper so that it absorbs a lot more of the impact of your landing and you keep some speed going there. So this transition back in the track here was pretty disastrous every time I hit it, so I'm not sure how to fix that. You know, it's his first track, you know, let it be, move on to the next track and try to make that one even better. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Darkstar signing out. Peace.